Bradley, what is the secret to rebuilding your life after everything falls apart?
Um, that is a conversation that could go very, very deep. And I think that the truth is that when everything falls apart, we end up in a place where we think we need to pay for our own struggles, our own difficulties. We need to sacrifice something. We can't accept just in some cases forgiveness, or we can't accept replacement of whatever it is that we've done. And I had a conversation with a lot of people that have gone through this difficulty, and I had a friend of mine who was involved pretty heavily into a ministry, and he ended up having an emotional affair with his assistant. And, in some cases, we would just very simply say, well, that's emotional. I'm not going to step any further than that. But God told him, no, you cannot have an emotional affair, period. And he ended up losing his position, and he was just devastated because that was very much his life, what he believed that he should do. And we had coffee one day, and we had coffee many times during that time, but we had coffee that one day, and he said I've completely disqualified myself for any ministry going forward. I'm just going to go get a job in the trades and move forward. And I said, the reality is that you probably have become more qualified now for ministry than anything else, because you have accepted his forgiveness. You've walked through the path of rebuilding spiritually with God. And really, that's what the key would be, is if somebody's gone through a devastation, whether it's their fault or someone else's, it doesn't make any difference. We all can grow. I was striving to become, um, really, I was doing God's job for myself. God is my provider. He's the one that can provide everything that I ever needed. But yet I needed to do it for myself because I was trying to make myself feel good, make other people look at me like I was successful, whatever it is. But going back to the the reality that God loves me and he cares more about me than my success. He cares more about me than anything that I would do. And if he allows me to lose everything to find him and to find who he really sees me as, I would give that away anytime. I had millions at my fingertips, and I would have paid every penny for the ability to be in his perfect love. And I know that sounds a little odd to some people, but to
Not to me.
know how much God loves you and that he would take care of you and he would provide for you and he would do the things that he would do, it is ideal. And I think that's the key, is to have our identity set, to be able to pull out of a crash, to set our identity to who God sees us as opposed to who the world sees us as, but who God sees us as, and allow him to be able to bring us to a place of his new success, his new abundance.
Yeah. That story you shared about your friend in ministry, it strikes me because you look at a lot of the people in the Bible, unqualified, had failed, right? And I also hear a lot of smart people say they rather partner with somebody that has failed already, right, than somebody that hasn't, because of the knowledge and the wisdom that they've gained from that. So I just love that you shared that. Thanks for checking out the Profitable Christian Business Podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.